God's providence, a source of enduring comfort. From this, the believer's conscience derives particular comfort. If God liberally gives food to the young ravens which entreat his aid, how much more will he give food to us, who are his people and the sheep of his flock? If a sparrow does not fall to earth without his knowledge and will, how much greater is his care and concern for our salvation, seeing that he promises to keep us as the apple of his eye. If man does not live by bread alone, but by virtue of the word, which proceeds from God's mouth, we should be well content with the promise that his aid will never fail us, since by itself it is enough to feed us. Conversely, when the believer sees signs of barrenness, famine, or pestilence, he will recognize God's hand in them instead of attributing them to chance. Finally, knowing that he is our Creator, guardian, and nourisher, he will conclude that we are his and not our own, that we must live according to his will rather than ours, and that life with all its acts must be referred to him, because it subsists wholly by his grace. Now no one should be troubled by the fact that the glory of universal creation is here particularly assigned to the Father, as if it were meant to exclude the Son and the Holy Spirit. We must therefore note that this must be interpreted according to the personal natures which we have described in the Godhead. For since the beginning of all things is ascribed to the Father, it is appropriate to say that he does it all. But he does so with his wisdom and by his Spirit. If then we would meaningfully acknowledge God as creator of heaven and earth, and as the Father Almighty, we must first rely on his providence, then ponder his mercy and kindness in our hearts, and extol him with our lips. We must honor, fear, and love so good a Father, devote ourselves entirely to his service, and accept all things from his hand, even those which seem to benefit us least, judging that when we suffer adversity and affliction, his providence does this for our salvation. Thus, come what may, we should never doubt that he will be favorable to us and that he loves us, for he is concerned to further our salvation. It is to train us in confidence like this that the first part of the Creed was written.